Hi, it's Joanne from Life Choice Healing. Today we're going to talk a little bit about purpose. There was a time when I thought my purpose was completely wrapped up in what I did. That was who I was. I was a COTA, worked in rehab for years. I spent my days helping, teaching other people how to regain their independence, live on their own, find hope after whatever happened, whatever their thing was. And I loved it. I really did. It wasn't just a job. It was a part of who I was. Then, almost overnight, everything changed. Yeah. 4 surgeries in 5 days. Multiple ICU stays. An ostomy. A wound vac. And a body I no longer recognized. Instead of caring for other people, I was the one who needed the help. I needed help just getting through my days. I did. When I was laying in my bed healing, I remember wondering, if I can't do the work I love, if I can't be the person I've always been, what is my purpose? I asked that a lot. I did. Maybe you've asked yourself the same thing. We all do, I think, at some point. Maybe your illness or your situation looks different than mine, or maybe it's the same. Maybe it was cancer, or maybe it was a stroke. Could have been chronic pain, or maybe life just simply changed in a way you never saw coming. That happens a lot. You're forced to let go of the life that you planned. It's easy to believe that we've also lost our purpose. It all goes together, or so I thought. I believed that for quite a while. I really did. But slowly, very slowly, God began showing me something I couldn't see in the middle of my pain. My purpose hadn't disappeared. It was changing. A lot. The compassion that I have today isn't something I learned in school. I could say it grew through a hospital stay, through ICU stays, through the nurses that were around me, through fear, a lot of that, through tears, lots of tears. And through the days I wasn't sure I'd ever feel like myself again. A lot of those days. Today, when someone calls me, say after receiving a frightening, life-changing diagnosis, or someone leaves a comment saying, I just needed to hear this today. And it happens. That's when I realized that my hardest season has become one of the ways I can encourage people. And I do. That's the purpose. I never would have chosen this path. God, no. No. If somebody had asked years ago whether this was the path I wanted to take, I would have very strongly disagreed and told me, no, I don't want to do it. But I can also say this. God had used the very thing I thought would end my purpose to create a new one. Not because suffering was good. Oh God, no, it was not good. It is not good. But because He doesn't waste that suffering. Here's a plan for your purpose. My purpose isn't found in having the perfect body. That ain't gonna happen. It wasn't before. It ain't gonna happen now. It wasn't a job title. I struggled with that one. Or it wasn't how much I can accomplish in a day, even today. My purpose is found in loving people right where they are and walking beside them and giving them the hope that's been given me. If you're wondering today whether your life still has purpose, I would like you to borrow my hope for just a moment. Your purpose may very well not look like it did before. It may be quieter. It may be slower. Very much slower. And it could be completely different than what it is right now. But different doesn't mean less meaningful. Sometimes, the people who make the biggest difference in life are the ones who have walked through the deepest valleys. Because they know the way out. If you're in that valley today, I'm so sorry. Don't give up. Please don't give up. Your story isn't over. Not even close. And maybe, just maybe, God's preparing you to become that person. That person that's someone else will one day thank for helping them find the hope again. Find their way out of the valley. If this touched you, if you're struggling and working through an illness or an injury that you didn't plan and are struggling to find that hope, you're in that valley. I'm here to walk you through it. Together we can get to the other side. I found the way. And there's light in that valley to the other side. So, if you're interested in this, if it struck a chord with you, please subscribe. There's more of this to come. And until then, have a great day.